Now I've got a large bag of fibre. Yours won't be this size, but it'll have the correct amount in. And what you need to do is pour quite a big chunk out and make sure you just run your fingers through it just to make sure you get nasty little knots like that out the way. Then you get a bunch like this, and underneath your twine, starting in this corner, you just lay it underneath and move it around and make it into a nice pad, keeping it off this back piece of wood. That's very important for later on. As we wander around, you just stuff it up underneath the twines like so, moving it and trying to keep the same consistency all the way through. It takes a bit of time, but see, look, there's another nasty little bit. So we move that, just check you haven't got them, move to the next twine and move in. So we have to do this all the way round. As we've done the stitching that way, I follow the same stitching, so you're keeping the same tension underneath each piece of twine. Use your fingers and feel the density. It has to be the same all the way round. As you get to this edge, as we put it in, you're keeping the same consistency on the top, but you just sort of hang it on top of this edge, and that hangs round all the way. And as you work round, we can move it about at any time. It's not there permanently, but we can just try to keep the same consistency all the time. But we're trying to keep feeling all the time, because the main part is the consistency that we need. So we've followed all the twines all the way round with the stuffing. The middle section is still empty. The twines, if you remember, went zigzagged across. We then have to fill these in exactly the same, with the same consistency of what's on the sides. So you just fit it in to the middle. You could do it with your eyes shut. You can see, I can actually feel that there's a slight hole there, and you just fill it up over the top. So it's just to do with fill, and it takes a bit of time, but in the pack there'll be approximately, there will be enough stuffing to do one chaise. So basically you've just got to get that evened out all the way around. I'm filling it up because this is the basis of working with the springs, the canvas. This is the basis of all traditional upholstery. This is what traditional upholstery is. We'll move on to the modern sections a bit later, but you can wander around with your hands feeling, and that's about right. It looks a bit over the place, but the consistency is the same. Once we get the canvas over there, that are all pulled down quite even. So the next stage, I'm quite happy with that. Next stage is to get another piece of canvas and put it over the top.